Pronounced, defined, used in lexical dispatch.
Foist, verb, to force someone experience something unwanted, to pass off as genuine. Palm off. Palette, noun, a thin board that a painter holds and mixes pigments on. The range of colors that a painter, photographer, filmmaker, etc. usually uses. They're trying to force membership duties onto me, but I've always felt incredibly alienated from and by it. As hard as it is, handle your own anxiety and don't foist it on him. The majority in this country can't foist their religious wants on the rest of us. No one with serious money would enter into a deal with tax risk like this, yet you are proposing to foist this on little people. How caring and responsible is that? The mayor is trying to foist a pyramid of similarly false choices and false logic on the citizens, the parents, and worst of all, the students of this great city. Shame for the imputations they foist upon their families and posterity. More dangerous foreign products are politicians took money to allow transnational companies to foist on us. Duly elected representatives do not foist on the voters. My ideal would be that I could foist all of this off on somebody else. We are the masters of our fate, and no one can foist their will on us unless we allow it. They can also consider refining their palette of colors or introducing techniques that will give them a better result. I was overwhelmed by their handling of paint, their palette of colors, and their reverence for working directly from nature. Unlike an oil or pastel portrait, usually created with a full palette of colors, a tinted portrait need not be based on exact skin tones. By late October, the leaves turned yellow and orange, a pleasing palette, and then fell. The retina screen is brighter, has a deeper color palette, and most importantly, makes text easier to read thanks to the higher resolution screen. I punch in some highlights and slap on thick paint in the foreground using a palette knife. Our first surprise was to find a stone palette in the shape of a bird nestled between her elbows and knees. All was a pleasing deft palette in which pale cinnamon dominated. Even the floor was tawny.